Kicks. What do they do? How should you use them? What makes it different from jab? My name is StripedSweater, and in today's video, we will be talking about everything kick related. In my last video, I discussed the utility of jabs as a defensive mechanic, best used to interrupt opponents who are overeager to attack. I also noted how jabs, like regular attacks, are best countered using block. Kicks in Chivalry 2 are the offensive counterpart of jabs. The premise behind them is simple. When you kick a blocking opponent, their guard is broken and you are allowed to combo into a free follow-up strike. Unlike all other attacks, a kick cannot be blocked. This unique ability is very enticing and in theory sounds like an easy way to open up your opponent, but sadly, it can be quite tricky to land. This is because, unlike all other attacks in game, kick does not make your opponent flinch. Even if you land a kick, if your enemy is not blocking, it provides no offensive threat other than a meager 5 damage. This means that if you decide to kick your opponent and they choose to swing, they will hit you, causing damage, flinch, and shifting the initiative of the fight in their favor. So when should you kick then? In general, the best time to try and break your opponent's guard with a kick is when they are on the defensive or low on health. When you land a successful strike on your enemy, the panic of getting hit sets in and makes them more likely to block, so comboing that strike into a kick has a higher chance of working. Additionally, enemies who are near death are more likely to try blocking when the pressure is on them than enemies who are at full health. Following this general advice, you should find yourself able to land kick more easily. However, being able to size up your opponent and understanding their fighting habits and playstyle also goes a very long way into determining whether or not you should try kicking them. Let's talk about some common player stereotypes. The turtle. This is someone who loves holding block no matter what, and is most commonly associated with shield users. These are the guys that like to start a fight blocking, react to all of your swings and feints by blocking, and ultimately retreat to their teammates while still blocking. Kick them. 9 times out of 10, you will break their guard. The gambler. This is someone that swings even when they lack the initiative to do so. They swing, and don't stop swinging. They are mindless drones that spam click swing. Kick should be avoided on these people. Focus on your own defense and stick to jabs, riposts, and counters instead, as your kick attempt will most likely be interrupted.
Yes.
The counter spammer. This is someone who always attempts to counter your next move, intentional or not. Similar to the gamblers, avoid using kick. It will be interrupted by their constant counter attempts and they will end up hitting you. Some things to note about kick. Kick is decently short range, but it does lunge forward a bit when you use it, even while stationary. For best results, you should still step toward your opponent when using it. Kick costs stamina to perform. But landing a successful kick, whether you break their block or not, will recover the initial cost of using it. Kick cannot be feinted or cancelled. Once you use it, you are committed to it. However, you can feint into a kick, which can be used to bait a block. Note, you cannot feint a counter into a kick. But you can feint a riposte into one. The only way to block a kick is with another kick. Doing so will reset the fight to neutral. While landing an unblocked kick may not flinch your enemy, it does provide a little bit of knockback. This knockback and some slight footwork can be used effectively against shorter weapons to keep them out of your range. While pressuring the opponent, jumping toward them may bait a block, which you can follow up with a kick. Although kick may not do much damage, remember that damage cannot be blocked by regular means, and most opponents will not have the reaction time in order to block it with a kick of their own. This means you can find damage combos that use kick to deal the small remaining damage for free. For example, throwing a javelin at the body of an archer will deal 85 damage. Combo that with a kick and the opponent either dies immediately, or they get their block broken, and you follow up with a free hit, which they will die from anyways. As another example, if you're using a longsword while fighting a vanguard, you can combo a heavy overhead into a stab and finish with a kick for exact damage. Alright everyone, that pretty much covers everything you need to know about kicking your opponent and the mechanics behind it. Hopefully now you have a better understanding of when to use it and the types of playstyles you should or shouldn't be using it against. Thanks for watching, friends. I'll see you in the next video.
You give me cause to perspire!